hello and welcome to The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight mystery, otherwise known as Gabriel Knight 2. This is a game that I suppose is kind of, 5, almost 6 years in the making since I did the first installment. Very excited to get into this. It's a very unique style of game. It's all done with basically video motion capture, so it's a little bit more, I don't know, I guess we can call it movie-esque. There's live actors, live voice actors. Everything you do on screen is played out by a live actor. Certainly it can be limiting in some ways with that. And there's a lot of games that have done this very poorly. I would say this is a game that did it very well. But I think you can, watch and make your own decision on that. So why don't we start with the prologue here, and then we can dive in. Prologue's not exactly clear, but it is kind of fun. I suppose the general idea of what happens is clear. Why we're seeing it may be a little more confusing. I would pay attention to that year there, 1750. All right. So there's actually going to be another opening video that's more in real time, more up to date, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, I think we'll just very briefly talk about Gabriel Knight 1. Not going to tell much of the detail. There'll be some spoilers here, but hopefully if you're watching this, you're familiar with the first game. If not, I have it on my channel, or if you think someone else does it better, feel free to watch theirs. I don't mind. But basically, Gabriel was a failed writer trying to write a great novel, and as part of that, he fell into this investigation of a huge voodoo cult within New Orleans, and also learned that he was the last descendant of a clan, I guess you could say, of shadow hunters, Schattenjäger. And he obviously succeeded previously, and now he is on his own trying to figure out what this role of being a Schattenjäger actually is and what it means for him. I think that's enough to get things started. There are 6 chapters. I thought about doing each chapter as a video, but I think it'd be far too long. I'm going to try to keep these to 20 to 30 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. cinematics in this game really are quite good. There's a few times where, things are clearly, product of their age and a product of limited budget and ability to do certain things, especially with animals and things like that. But most of it is really, really good.
Falls. Come in.
Herr Knight, there are some people here to see you.
Me?
Yeah, if you please come.
What's going on? You've been acting strange all day.
Please, just come. And don't forget your talisman. You must wear it always.
Damn thing's heavy. Well, hello there. Shouldn't those be torches?
Guten Abend, Herr Knight. I am Werner Huber. Forgive our coming here so late, but we must speak with you.
What can I do for you?
Oh, this is my cousin, Sir Huber Sepp. He has a farm just outside of Munich. I will tell you the truth, Herr Knight. We have come for the Schattenjäger.
I see. What makes you think you need a Schattenjäger?
It is because of Sepp here. 2 nights ago, his wife goes to the window of the house to call in their daughter, Tony. It is getting dark. The light outside is not so good, yeah? She sees Tony some meters away, playing in the grass. And she sees a wolf. It is huge. And it is moving towards the child. The mother screams to the child, warning. That is when the beast strikes.
Tony!
Oh, no, langsam. They say she died quickly. Sepp here hears his wife screaming, comes running from the barn. He sees the wolf, goes inside the house to get a gun. But when he comes out, no wolf. And it has taken part of the child with it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is very bad, Herr Knight. That is why we come to you.
Haven't the police been notified?
Oh, ja, natürlich. The police, they think it is wolves escaped from a zoo. They search and search, but they find nothing. This is not the first such killing. And if it is not stopped, it will not be the last.
I'm not really sure what you want me to do.
The killer is not wolf. It is werewolf. You must hunt it down and kill it.
Werewolf? What makes you think it's a werewolf?
The wolf looked at me. Its eyes were human. It knew what it was doing. It knew.
I'm really very sorry about your daughter, Herr Huber.
I have told them that you are the new Schattenjäger.
You wear the talisman. Are you the Schattenjäger now? Or are you not?
I am?
We do not know you, Herr Knight, but we have known the Schattenjägers for many centuries. It is to them we turn in trouble like this. Sepp here is family. Will you come? Just look around, see what you can see. Huh? Sepp and his wife go north to be with her mother. You can stay on his farm.
All right. I'll look into it for you. See what I can see.
I'll pack your things.
Great. Thanks. I'll meet you in the village in an hour.
Oh, thank you, Herr Knight. Thank you.
I do hate to be insulting, but sadly I would not include the grieving father there, Seth Huber, to be part of the excellent acting and videos in this game. Alright, let's take a second to see how we interact with the world here. We can talk to ourselves.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
And anything that the cursor turns into this Schattenjäger dagger icon for, we can click on and interact with.
I don't think the Hubers want me in their private bedrooms.
Gabriel has a very dry sense of humor.
I take it the Hubers are Catholic.
Let's see. Comment on this.
China. Our homie.
But what we actually want to interact with here is our own bag. A few things in there that we want to get before we leave. Head out on the town. A couple of letters, our wallet, and the Schattenjäger dagger. And so yes, if you didn't catch it in that video there, we are currently staying at the Huber's farm while they're up somewhere north with family, grieving. Alright, let's move to another screen by clicking on this exit. And there's a few things over here we can interact with. I don't actually think we want to do anything with this
Who should I call? Who should I call?
Yeah. Now, we do have the paper over here we can read. Despite being in Germany for the past year, Gabriel really doesn't speak any German, but we can learn a little bit.
I can't read much of it, but they give the name of the zoo. It's in Thalkirchen. The name of the detective on the case is Liebe, from the police station near Prinzre Gentenplatz.
Alright, so we got a couple locations.
I can't read much.
I wasn't sure if you would comment on the wolves or not. We have a couple of things we can read here. So on the table, yeah, actually let's do this first, then we'll read some things.
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Oh, I lied. We have to read things first. Okay.
Herr Knight, the keys for the car are by the door. It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive Road 96 to Lockham. Park the car and take the U-Bahn from there. Thank you for helping us. Frau Huber.
Alright, so we can exit here. We can take these keys. But before we leave, let's take a look at those letters that we had in our bag there. So this one, Ubergrau letter, you can click on and then click on the magnifying glass. So we can just open this up and read it. Will you read it?
It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
So basically it says, Dear Mr. Knight, the title for the Schloss Ritter, that was our castle there, and lands has been officially registered with the German Landenstramt under your name. Thanks to the funds you provide, the estate is now current. The inheritance tax, back property taxes, and transfer fees have been paid. Thank you for the additional retainer you sent us and for your confidence in keeping Ubergrau, Hofen, and Schnell your family firm. Please feel free to contact me with any problems or questions you might have. If you visit Munich, please come by and introduce yourself. Your servant, Harold Ubergrau. Wonderful. And then we have this here, a letter that Grace wrote to Gabriel.
Gabriel, I've just notified the Catholic Church about a miracle. Things have actually been picking up around the shop. We've been going through stock like a real store. I keep expecting the candid camera guys to pop out at any moment and say, just kidding. In other acts of universal randomness, the Voodoo Murders is up to number 20 on the New York Times bestseller list. Yes, the taste of the American public can be a terrifying thing. In any case, your U.S. bank account is blossoming, not unlike the desert after a fluke storm. If you don't mind, I'd like to use a little of the money to fix up the shop. Your Gran is fine, but misses you. Mosley has been hanging around, making himself a real pain in the butt. Fortunately, I need only bring up the bald detective Mostly in your book, all 240 pounds of him, and your pal turns red and is out the door in about 5 seconds. Things are organized here, just waiting for your decision. I think you can find a buyer if you want to go that route. I know you hate to write, but I need to get a feeling for what your plans are so I can make some of my own. I haven't seen or heard of anything here that seems relevant to this Schattenjäger business. Take care. Grace.
All right, so now we should be able to write a letter now that Grace is waiting to hear from us. We also can read, well, we have Gabriel's business card we can take a quick peek at. Nothing too special there.
A little too tasteful, if you ask me. Grace.
Yeah, we don't need to look at that. The dagger's pretty cool. We can take a peek at that.
A Schattenjäger knife.
And we can take a look at our medallion.
The family talisman. Wolfgang
cool.
gave up his life to get this back.
But the one other thing that we can read, which we don't really need to, is Gabriel's attempt at his second book, which it sounds like is not going very well. Currently untitled. This is an attempt at Chapter 1, Page 1. I don't think he'll read it, will it?
Brilliant prose, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, I'm just pissing the wind until I can think of a plot line.
Nearly a
Maybe
year
this case
after
will
his...
inspire me.
Oh, sorry. Nearly a year after his last big case, Blake Backlash finds himself stuck in a dilapidated castle. Interesting. He's supposed to be some kind of hero, having inherited late Uncle Damon's role of guardian of truth and light, along with this wreck of a fortress. What Uncle Damon didn't explain was what he was supposed to do. So far, the most exciting outcome of his new title has involved building plaster and a lot of hammering. It's enough to drive a scion to seek out the highest ramparts and throw himself over. Still, he reasoned things could be worse. If it weren't for the large amount of cash he'd smuggled out of the Voodoo Hound before it went up in flames, there'd be no renovations, and he'd still be freezing his balls off in this Bavarian refrigerator. Fortunately, Blake is spared the ordeal of further self-reflection when a mysterious package arrives in the mail, postmarked India. Curious, he rips open the thick twine binding, and out falls nothing, because Gabriel has no idea what to do next. But we do, because we are going to write this letter.
Better let Gracie know I'm on a new case.
Grace was obviously very important last time around, but she will be far more prominent in this game, which I believe is a good thing. I think it really adds to things. Obviously, you can skip any of this, but I don't know, I think it like, kind of adds to some of the experience to watch most of it. Anyway, we are done in here for now, so we can step outside. And obviously, we just got the keys to the car, so we could jump right in, but there are a couple of things we can look at right here, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, actually,
I was hoping for a Mercedes,
forgot that he
but
comments
this'll
on
have to do.
So we can look over here.
The Ubers have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste, but nice.
However, if you remember what Eric Uber said, they were kind of standing here at the main door, and their daughter, when she was attacked and killed by the wolf, was off towards the woods this way. So I think that seems like a reasonable place to start investigating. Let's start all the way back, actually. And we'll look right along the edge of the woods here, where it sounds like she was. And what do we find? We'll collect some hair sample, kind of reminiscent of the scales that we collected last time around. Now, if we head back closer to where this log-looking thing, I think it's actually a water trough. Let's see.
It's a water trough.
Yeah.
Ground's a bit muddy over here.
We can see that there's a patch of mud. With rather a large paw print.
Jesus. It's as big as my hand.
Now that is an interesting find, but by itself we can't do a lot with it. We don't have a camera, nor do we have any kind of official scientific tools, but if we look inside the, I don't know, garage, I guess? I don't know what to call it. We see a sink here, and then also a pail.
A metal pail.
And some cement.
I could be wrong, but I think this bag contains cement. Now,
Your clue.
quick. Quick drying cement?
Yes, so we have some quick drying cement here. Now, I haven't used a ton of cement in my life, but in my experience, it usually takes a lot longer to effectively stir up than what Gabriel's going to show us here, but probably was for the best to do it relatively quickly. And we can take this pail with us over here. And collect our sample, or at least start to collect our sample. It's quick, but it's not quite that quick.
It'll take a minute to set.
So Gabriel, being the kind young individual he is, will, of course, clean him up after himself. Doesn't want to make a mess of these people's home. And that's all the time we really need. We can now go and collect this little block. Oops. Little block we made. And presumably we now have at least two little, I don't know, data points, pieces of evidence that we can use to help identify the killer wolf. Alright, now there's a couple of options on what we could do next. I think what we will do is I'm going to make just one quick stop once Gabriel gets in the car. There we go. I'm going to head to the police station right here. You can see up in the top left, it helps identify for us what each place is. So we'll go to the police station.
Ja, kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Guten Tag. Do you speak English?
Nein, ich spreche kein Englisch. Was möchten Sie bitte?
Great. Lieber. Criminal Commissar Lieber. Is he here?
Kommissar Leber, wer möchte mit ihm sprechen? Wen? Sie sind?
Sie. Me. Oh.
Ja.
Oh. Right. Writer. You know, books. That's me. You know, books.
Ja.
Me.
Kommissar Leber, bitte. Kann er hier kommen? Tut mir leid. Kommissar Leber ist zu beschäftigt. Er hat absolut keine Zeit. Nein, er kann Sie leider nicht sehen. Er ist zu beschäftigt. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr. Die Tür.
Right. Thanks. Bitte.
Amerikaner.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go too well for us. So it doesn't look like we're going to have much to do at the police station, at least as of right now. Gabriel won't even try and go back.
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
So I think what we will do is, let's just end things here before we get long. And when we come back, we'll try and dive a little further into this mystery and see what we can learn. So hopefully you enjoyed this little introduction, but until next time, see ya.